Hello students, I am Shanghamitra. Today I will discuss about a new topic, that is deep water, which has been included in the third chapter of Flamingo book. This story has been written by William Douglas. So at first you have to know who was William Douglas. William Douglas was a famous American jurist and politician who served as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. He was born in the year 1898 and he was died in the year 1980. His working time that has been lasting 36 years and he worked 211 days. That is the longest in the history of the Supreme Court. And he was well known for his famous work of Men and Mountains. Deep water was the famous among these. In this story, Douglas himself is the narrator here. Douglas described his personal experiences. In this story, you come to know Douglas talks about his fear of water and how he finally overcomes it with strong willpower, courage, hard work, and firm determination. Once he took courage, the fear vanished. That shows most of our fears are baseless. Fear creates danger where there is none. And after reading this story, you can recall a proverb, where there is a will, there is a way. So that is his personal experience is described in the story, and apart from that, you will know where it is enacted. The place is YMCA pool, a swimming pool run by Young Men's Christian Association. And Yakima is a US city located about 60 miles southeast of Mount Rainier in Washington. This lesson, Deep Water, has been taken from Of Man and Mountains by William Douglas. It describes how, as a young boy, the narrator was nearly drowned in a swimming pool. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcame it. Let us discuss about the summary of this story. The narrator decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at YMCA. It offered him a good opportunity. Swimming in the Yakima River was quite dangerous. His mother had warned against it, but the YMCA pool was safe for swimming. It was 2 to 3 feet deep at the shallow end. At the deep end, it was 9 feet. William Douglas had a fear with water from the beginning. Once he stood at the beach with his father, a wave of water swept over him and knocked him down. He was buried in water. He was frightened. The YMCA pool revived those fears. The narrator was alone at the pool. He didn't go inside the water alone. Then came a big bully, a strong boy. He was a powerful boy. He cried, "Hi, Skinny!" Then he picked the narrator up and tossed into the deep water end. He went at once to the bottom. He was frightened, but not out of his wits. He decided to make a big jump from the bottom. He would try to come to the surface. He would lie flat the water. Finally, he would try to come at the edge of the pool. Those 9 feet were more like 90. His lungs were ready to burst. But when he hit the bottom, he gathered all his strength. He made great spring upward. He came up rather slowly. He felt helpless. He was suffocating. He tried to cry, but no sound came out. He swallowed water and choked. His legs were paralyzed and rigid. Rigid means strict, stiff. A great force pulled him underwater. He was getting dizzy. He went down endlessly. Then great terror seized him. His arms wouldn't move. He tried to call for help. Nothing happened. He wanted air but got only water. Then all efforts ceased or stopped. He felt like sleeping. After some time, he found himself lying on his stomach beside the pool. He was vomiting. The boy who threw him said that he was only joking, but the narrator had nearly died. For many days, he was constantly haunted by the fear. He never went back to the pool. He feared water and avoided it whenever he could. Whenever he went near water, the terror would seize him. His legs got paralyzed. The fear stayed with him as the years rolled by or passed by. The narrator got an instructor. He went to a pool. He practiced 5 days a week. The instructor put a belt round him. A rope attached to the belt went through a pulley. On each trip across the pool, a bit of panic or fear seized him. It was 3 months before the tension began to disappear. He taught the narrator how to put his face under water and exhale, and then how to raise his nose and inhale. He repeated the exercise hundreds of times. Next, the instructor taught him how to kick with his legs. For many weeks, he did a lot of practice. At first, his legs refused to work when he went near water, but finally, he would command them. At last, the instructor made him a real swimmer, but he still feared to be alone in the pool. This went on until July. So he went to Lake Wentworth and dived off a dock at Triggs Island. He swam without fear and he swam in water 2 times. Finally, he had conquered his fear of water. So, what message you will get from here? Through this story, Deep Water, the narrator wants to convey that nothing stands before a determined person. A person with strong willpower can overcome all the obstacles in the path of his success. This is what Douglas proves in the story. He was determined to overcome his fear of water.
Isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends sat at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you.